Let me get started with Marianne's question. So, Marianne, and please correct me if I'm not saying that right, but basically, Marianne, you said when you were riding a new horse that was not familiar to you, and you had to really focus on that horse, that after you are dismounted, that you felt one ankle, like the right ankle, really being really tense and painful and hurting. And not the other one, and you were wondering why that is, right? First of all, why does the ankle hurt at all? And secondly, why does it hurt on one side and not on the other, right? So that's really a great question. And there's obviously a long answer to that that I won't really have time to do today. But let me actually do the shorter answer. So two things to it. First of all, when ankles are hurting, be it on one side or both sides, it usually is connected with the position of your foot in the stirrup, right? So when your foot is pushing too much onto the stirrup, or your heel is being pushed down too much, then like pretend this is the ankle, right? When I'm really pushing down too much, then the ankle will start hurting after a while, right? So that's one reason why ankles in general, and that's not about right, left, just in general, it can start hurting because we might have too much weight on the foot and on the stirrup. So that can be one point. Another point is that the position of the foot in the stirrup might have been a little off, right? So really don't hesitate to have your stirrup under the ball, so this is again the foot, right? At least under the ball of the foot or even a little bit behind. Because that really, and if we pretend this is the foot again, this allows your foot to really be supported. You can even see it in my hand right now, right? How my hand is supported by this is the stirrup, right? By the stirrup, it's really supported. When I just have the stirrup at my toes, then, you know, it's not really supported and it's very easy to get too much tension into your ankle as well. So have your stirrup really under the ball of the foot or even a little bit behind. Might feel weird at first when you're not used to it, but you'll find yourself being really more relaxed in that entire area. And don't push down too much. So it's really your foot resting on the stirrup without pushing down on it. And also not pushing the heel down, as everybody has heard before, like heels down, right? I got yelled at a lot in my youth of like pushing the heel down as much as I possibly can, but you can even again see that in my hand, how that creates tension, right? So you want to keep your foot flat with the heel on the foot, on the shoe. Your heel will be the lowest point, so all good, right? So that would create a relaxed ankle in general, right? So that's just about ankle position in general, why ankles can get tense. And then when it's one-sided, you know, that always makes you suspicious, right? When you've got pain on one side, probably some kind of crookedness is involved, right? Either in the horse, in you, in this, maybe the saddle not being straight, whatever. So there's always lots of ways to be crooked, right? But usually when you have pain on one side more than the other, it's usually a sign that there was some kind of crookedness. And you were also saying that you did not necessarily feel crooked, but that even the horse might be a little crooked, which all horses are, right? And when we are crooked and we are kind of compensating, and maybe because the horse was new to you, maybe you held more tension on that one side and were pushing down on that one side more, right? It can sometimes be the foot that you rest on more when you're standing on the ground as well. Yeah, but it's definitely a compensation of something that was not quite even in the saddle in the first place, right? So that said, so way to fix it, first of all, it is actually actual foot position in the stirrup. When you have that even on both sides, that will already give you a better feel and lightness in both stirrups, right? That's the one thing. And then the other thing is, and we've worked in our program, so you know what I'm talking about with the the symmetry of the rider exercises. For those of you who are not familiar with that, like one example would be to really make sure you keep your spine above the horse's spine, as if you had a plumb line falling through you, right? And there are like other exercises that can really make sure that you stay symmetrical with your torso, right? Because when the torso gets a little crooked, then obviously the legs are following into this, right? So this is like a short answer to the bigger topic. Marianne, let me know if we've got any follow-up questions.